What if the biggest obstacle between you and financial freedom isn't your salary, but the way you've been taught to think about money? Think about that for a moment. Have you ever wondered why two people earning the same income can end up with completely different lives? One struggles paycheck to paycheck, while the other quietly builds wealth year after year. Why does that happen? Before we begin, I have a question for you. What is the biggest money lesson you've ever learned the hard way? Share your answer in the comments. I read every comment, and your story might inspire someone else.
Meet two friends, Adam and Ben. They grew up in the same neighborhood, they attended the same school, graduated with similar grades, and even landed jobs at the same company. On paper, their futures looked identical. But 10 years later, their lives couldn't have been more different. Adam constantly complained that he never had enough money. Ben wasn't rich, but he seemed calm, confident, and financially secure. One evening, Adam finally asked, "What's your secret?" Ben smiled. "I stopped working only for money. I started making money work for me." At first, Adam laughed. "Money doesn't work," he replied. "People do." Ben shook his head. "That's exactly what I used to believe." That conversation changed everything.
The next weekend, Ben invited Adam to a small cafe. Instead of talking about salaries or promotions, Ben asked a simple question. If you stopped working today, how long could you pay your bills? Adam looked confused. Maybe 1 month? Ben nodded. Most people measure success by how much they earn. Wealth is better measured by how long your money can support your life. That sentence stayed with Adam for weeks. Have you ever calculated how many months you could live if your income suddenly stopped? Let me know in the comments with just one word. Less than 3 months? 6 months? Or more than a year?
Ben explained something Adam had never considered. Most people increase their lifestyle every time their income grows. A bigger phone, a bigger car, a bigger house, bigger monthly payments. But rarely do they increase the amount of money they invest in their future. They become richer in appearance, but not in financial security. That's one of the biggest traps modern life creates.
Ben challenged Adam. For the next 30 days, write down every dollar you spent. Adam thought it sounded ridiculous, but he agreed. After 1 month, the results shocked him. Coffee, food delivery, subscriptions he never used, impulse shopping. Small expenses he never noticed had quietly become thousands every year. He realized something important. It wasn't always his income keeping him poor. Sometimes it was his habits.
Here's another question. What's one expense you know you could reduce today without making your life worse? Write it in the comments. You might encourage someone else to save more too. Over the next year, Adam changed his routine. Instead of buying things to impress strangers, he bought books. He learned new skills. He invested in education. He saved consistently. Most importantly, he became patient.
Think about nature. A tree doesn't become enormous in one season. Its roots grow quietly underground, long before anyone notices its height. Money works the same way. The strongest financial foundations are usually invisible.
Ben shared another lesson. Every dollar has a job. Some dollars disappear forever. Others return with friends. The choice is yours. Whenever Adam received his paycheck, he started asking, will this purchase make me richer tomorrow or only happier today? Sometimes he still bought things he enjoyed, but now every purchase became intentional. instead of emotional.
One afternoon, Adam received an unexpected bonus. His first instinct was to buy a luxury watch. Instead, he paused. He remembered Ben's advice. Temporary excitement disappears quickly. Long-term freedom lasts much longer. Instead of spending everything, Adam divided the money. Some for investing, some for emergencies, some for learning, and yes, some for celebrating. Because financial discipline isn't about never enjoying life. It's about enjoying today without sacrificing tomorrow.
Did you know that many studies in behavioral economics suggest that people often make financial decisions based more on emotion than logic? Fear, excitement, social pressure, instant gratification. Successful investors learn to recognize these emotions before making important decisions. They don't eliminate emotion, they manage it. As months passed, Adam noticed another change. He stopped comparing himself to others. Social media made everyone look wealthy. But appearances don't reveal debt. Luxury doesn't always mean financial freedom. Sometimes, the wealthiest person in the room is the one who looks the most ordinary.
Ben laughed one day. The goal isn't to look rich. The goal is to become financially free. Those two goals are completely different. Imagine waking up each morning because you choose to work, not because you have no choice. That's a different kind of success.
Money isn't only about buying things. It's about buying time, buying options, buying peace of mind. Here's another question. If money were no longer a problem, what would you spend your life doing? Travel? Building a business? Helping your family? Learning something new? Share your dream in the comments. I'd genuinely love to know.
Years passed. Adam wasn't a millionaire, but something remarkable had happened. He no longer worried every time an unexpected expense appeared. He slept better. He argued less about money. He felt more confident about his future. Because true wealth isn't only measured in dollars. It's measured in freedom, confidence, choices, and peace.
The biggest lesson Adam learned wasn't about investing. It wasn't about business. It wasn't even about saving. It was about thinking differently. Once your mindset changes, your habits change. Your habits change your decisions. Your decisions shape your future.
So before you leave today, remember these simple lessons. Spend intentionally, not emotionally. Invest in knowledge before chasing quick money. Build assets that create future opportunities. Save consistently, even if you start small. Focus on long-term freedom instead of short-term appearances. Never stop learning about money. Because your greatest investment will always be yourself.
Now I want to hear from you. Which lesson impacted you the most today? Was it changing your mindset, tracking your spending, investing in yourself, or choosing financial freedom over appearances? Tell me in the comments. I read every one of them, and your insight could motivate thousands of other viewers. If this story made you think differently about money, please tap the like button. It helps this video reach people who genuinely need these ideas. And if you're serious about improving your mindset, building wealth, and creating a better future, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Every new video is designed to give you practical ideas you can apply immediately. Thank you for watching. And remember, your future isn't determined by